Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reese.
And I'm Dan.
And this week we are completing our Nolan Batman trilogy, the Dark Knight trilogy series. Fun.
Yeah.
The Dark Knight trilogy follows the story of Bruce Wayne and his alter ego, Batman, as he fights to save the city of Gotham from crime, corruption, and the villains with master plans. We're finally finishing this up.
Second series in review.
Completed.
Yes.
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 And giving general thoughts on this film as a trilogy is not as easy as
No, it's not.
The Potters. There's not as many movies, so it
No.
doesn't make it as easy to run through them.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe that, to me, as a series, I
Yeah.
think they're better served as individual movies.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, see, I thought the flow of the films wasn't too bad.
Mm.
But I also understand that they have not had easy production cycles. On the front that,
True.
you know, we had the first movie come out and they didn't know if it was going to do well.
Yeah.
Second movie came out
We all know that one.
and we lost Heath Ledger.
Yep.
And the third movie was supposed to have him. So all of a sudden you have two movies that are supposed to be very interconnected.
Yep.
One movie that is obviously disconnected. And then now you have those two movies that are supposed to be interconnected, disconnected.
Disconnected, yeah.
So it's confusing
It is. Yeah.
and unfortunate. But also,
it is. Although the movies still work.
yeah, they work well.
They still work. So with
Which is-
with a masterful team, it's going to work.
It's super surprising.
But it is annoying that we didn't get to see Heath Ledger in the third film.
Continue on.
Yeah.
And but these are good movies. Like
It is,
as a
yeah.
trilogy,
Yeah.
it's strong. And I think as a Batman trilogy,
Yep.
it's the strongest we've got.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, even though you would rather watch
Ben Affleck as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'd wish we got a good script with Ben Affleck as
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
But now you came for the
I
Matt
think
Reeves.
everyone did. Yeah, but the Matt Reeves Batman, it's going to be interesting, and because he's got a strong track record of films.
Super strong.
Yeah, yeah.
And finding out today, I didn't even know, but finding out today that Andy Serkis is Alfred. Okay, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, actually,
It's interesting choice.
Yeah, I could see Andy Serkis as Colonel Sanders, a real life Colonel Sanders. He's got that look. He does, and it's a good story.
Everyone forgets about Andy Serkis being in Black Panther and how good he was as
Oh,
like the
yeah.
South African guy in Black Panther.
He was awesome.
He was really good at it.
They killed him off.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yep.
The flow of the films, as we said, were a big thing.
Yep.
But we want to talk a bit about the most memorable moments of these films.
Yeah. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
I like, there's about 3 memorable moments for these movies, and none of them really, well, okay, yeah, well, there is one that sits in each movie.
Yeah.
The first is like Bruce Wayne walking up the hill, Blue Flower, and also seeing him on the ice with the gauntlets for the first time. So cool.
Yeah.
Like, the imagery of that, I think, is such a part of that mythos now.
Yeah.
And then seeing Bane blow out the plane at the start,
Yeah.
but mainly the drum beats
Oh yeah.
where he's like crashing this plane. Is dum, 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 dum,
Yeah.
dum.
The Zimmer score again.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Super cool scene. And then also finally seeing that rip my heart out when I watched it, because it just was like such an amazing moment watching the Batpod come out of the alleyway in The Dark Knight and the wheels rotate horizontally. It killed me, man. The moment, I know for you, you're like, but it's such an insignificant part of the movie.
What if so you didn't have any good Joker moments?
No, well, the Joker moment would be the pencil.
Yeah, pencil scene.
The pencil scene is amazing,
Okay.
and I think that's the strongest Joker moment in all of them.
Yeah, it's
know?
it's hard to pinpoint 3.
Yeah, I'd say like I have the 4, and then
Yeah, I'll
that
have
would be
probably
it.
4 as well.
Yeah.
There should be in my memory though, because we just talked about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine will be
You had none from Batman Begins.
none from Batman Begins.
Surprising.
Like I said, I probably wouldn't watch that movie again,
Yeah,
even though it was still great.
super
so
weird though. You don't have any from them.
I'm a weird guy. What do you? Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, first one will be the opening of the second film, Dark Knight. So that opening heist scene was awesome, perfectly planned, perfectly executed, and a good intro to the mastermind of Joker.
Yeah, it's super good.
Second is how Joker has balls. You see, he's got balls. I can say that.
Yeah.
He's got balls, going into a room full of crims.
Yeah.
And that was a really memorable moment. The little quirks he does, you see the close-up of the licking the lips, the kicking of the door as he exits. Those little things there, I thought they were awesome.
Also, makeup is like on point at that point.
Yeah.
Like it's not, as the movie progresses, it gets worse and worse. And it's like clean Joker.
It's really,
makeup
that's done really well. And the third one would probably be, I can't remember what my third one was now.
Breaking the Back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a sucker for a hero being really good and then
Beaten down.
Yeah, when they're beaten down, because for me, it actually is a good beat of any movie.
Yeah.
You want to come back. So that was a cool thing, just seeing Batman just getting destroyed. He was just overconfident, even though deep down he knew he didn't have the power.
Yeah.
Because he's been out of the game for a long time, He hasn't trained or anything. Like any martial arts movie, you need to train to beat your foe.
It's true.
So that, and then if I did a fourth one, it would be climbing back out of that tunnel,
The actual pit.
the pit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the films have super memorable moments. There's lots of moments in these movies that you can think of and they come straight to mind. And I just don't have that with a lot of the other Batman movies. And maybe the Burton ones I do, but really none of the others. And it really shows that this film here really will age well as a trilogy.
Yeah. Sure.
So far even, I can't think that it's aged at all. I watched those movies and they felt great now.
Yeah. We talked about it in that podcast.
Yeah.
They'll always sit well, I think, because of the lack of use of CGI.
Lack of CGI and everything's grounded, classic looking.
Yep.
Everything looks clean. I mean, you can't go really wrong with this trilogy. It's
true.
actually, if you think about it, as risky as it is, it's pretty safe.
Yeah, it is.
I never thought of that.
It is safe. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a safe trilogy, and why not?
Yeah, it works.
Works well.
Yeah.
As an aggregate, we did our score aggregates of all three of the films, and you got
I think it was 7.5.
7.8.
7.8, yeah. So
That's
that's
high.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, and I gave it a 9.
Yeah.
The aggregates altogether came to a 9. So
Yeah.
we both see these movies as high up there
Yeah.
and ones that we enjoy.
Who was your favourite character?
My favorite character? I think Joker is the franchise's face.
Yeah.
In all, sure, we got Batman, but Joker really did take the cake and push this to another stratosphere.
Yeah.
And then weakest character? John Blake is the weakest character. You could have cut him.
Oh, man.
You could have cut him. The more we talked about it, the more and more
Yeah, it's true,
I
you could have
disliked
cut
John Blake.
Yeah, so I still didn't mind him, and I know they could have cut him, but to me it was Rachel. I just couldn't.
You couldn't do it. Your hatred for that character. It's so weak.
Yeah, well, it didn't really do anything.
Is
for
it
me.
because she's flat? She's
No.
kind of flat.
Yeah, well, yeah, she is flat. Like I said, she's like a cardboard cutout. They could have made that character. They could have made her. Look, you look at another
Could have
movie.
made her do things.
Yeah, she was just like a yes girl.
I mean,
I didn't like that.
she was doing things in the court cases and that, but
Yeah.
we never really saw her do things.
Well, the first movie you did, she did a lot
Yeah.
more in the first film. The second one, she was just stuck in a love triangle.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me, I know we always harken back to the Marvel movies,
Yeah.
but you look at Iron Man and you
Gwyneth
got...
Paltrow has a stronger play.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm pretty abrupt on that one. You might disagree, but
I get it. I get it.
It's all each to their own.
Anyway.
But yeah, other than that, for me, my strongest one will be obviously the Joker,
Yeah.
and even Bane.
I'm surprised you like Bane that much.
Yeah,
It's a shame because he just doesn't exist after a certain point in the movie. Just ceases.
Yeah, that was annoying. But
Yeah.
for me, I'll say it again. First film is a Batman movie. Second one, this is for me that's not a Batman fan. Second is a Joker movie, and the third one's a Bane movie.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
The villains
Yeah,
are
they
always taking
charge.
taking charge.
Yeah.
All right, wrapping it up. Don't forget to follow, subscribe us on YouTube,
Please.
and Wow.
That was less demanding.
And go and follow us on Neon Radio Reviews. And don't forget to check out Spoil Radio podcast. It's on every platform. And go listen to us go do an in-depth, uncensored review on
All
that.
the links are down below.
Yes. And take us out, Dan.
That's enough Batman from me and Reese. We'll see you next time. Lights out.